Good afternoon, students. I hope you are well. I hope your second week in the Entrepreneurship Innovation course is going well. I wanted to do this video to help students in terms of loading, or shall I say submitting their quizzes for this upcoming week. I'm not sure where the disconnect occurred. However, I do want to walk you through what is necessary from a student's perspective. Also, keep in mind that I sent out an announcement last week regarding the MyLab Mastering. If you are in Entrepreneurship 102, there is no MyLab Mastering. That email does not apply to you. I will do a much better job at conveying information specifically to this course. As long as I've been using Canvas, I do not always recognize that if I send one email to one class, if I'm not careful and if I don't select that particular class, it'll send it out to all of the classes that I'm teaching. So in the event that you get an erroneous email that you know doesn't apply to you, please just ignore it, right? Also, in terms of grades, it would generally take me 3 to 4 days to get the quizzes done. I am, in this case, because they're not automatically graded by some tool in Canvas or some tool in another publisher's website or resource, it takes me a little bit of time to get those done. So your patience is appreciated. Also, last week's discussion boards were very good. Those of you that took the opportunity to give me examples and expanded discussion on the aspect of innovation and entrepreneurship, that's kudos to you. Also, those of you that took the time to respond to more than just one student, giving expanded, intuitive, thought-provoking, shall I say, peer review posts, very good. If you did not complete the assignment last week, failing forward, I say that aspirationally, just make sure you do the discussion boards this week. Again, this class hinges in large part on your participation in that regard. Also, this week, we're looking at social entrepreneurship. I really like the information that Basant, the author of the book, provides by interviewing the entrepreneur from Europe and how his company was established over time as a small entrepreneurship endeavor and how it grew to a larger, more global company. Keep in mind, the idea of entrepreneurship is to start, right? The term might be go to know. So an entrepreneur may not be successful the first time, but it's the second and third try that typically gets a entrepreneur over the hump, if I can use that term metaphorically. All right, so what you want to do when you go into this week to do the quiz, to submit it, well, the first thing you want to obviously do is click the class. And then I'm going to go in as a student, okay, this time. So I'm going to go student view so that I can see what you see. All right, so when you click into modules, the first thing you want to do is go to week 2. And you'll notice here that we have a couple of things to do. I indicated and gave you some talking points and a video on social innovation. Then there's a PowerPoint slide that I've revised. I've removed some things there. And then here's your quiz file. So once you click your quiz file here, you want to download that obviously on your computer, right? And let's just say I would download it on my computer. Always click right here, this blue link here, okay? Download that to your system. I'm going to place this system just generically in my desktop so that I can find it. No, I'm going to actually put it into my documents. Let's see if I can find it later. And so that's the file. And I might also, when I save this, I'm going to put my name on it. Young Entrepreneurship Chapter 2 quiz file, right? So I'm going to download that. Excuse me. Then once I've downloaded it, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to answer the questions by bolding and or highlighting the actual term itself. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what that is. My system has been down. So you're going to bold or highlight your actual answer. So if true was your answer, you would bold it and or highlight it in yellow, blue, or red, something like that, right? Then once you do that, you'll save it to your system, okay? Then you come back, go into modules, and you click submission link. Once you click submission link, then you're going to say start assignment. At that point, it's going to give you the option of selecting your file. Remember, we said that you want your file to be a .doc or .docx. Either one of those are fine. .doc or .docx. The file that I saved was a .docx. Then you just click choose file. You go back to where your file was. Mine was in my desktop, in my documents. And I'm going to find my file here based upon, there it is right there. So then I'm going to hit open. Okay. So that's interesting. So what I've done in my case, when I do this, I actually tell the system that to only accept the .doc file. Okay. So if this happens, just go back to your file, edit it. Excuse me. So then you want to save this on your system. Okay, so I'm going to go save it. Oops, save as. Okay. And then when I save that, I'm going to go here and click this little arrow and make sure I save it as a .doc. Right? Then save. Then when I do that, I can go back now, close that, go back in, choose file, find the .doc file all the way at the bottom, more than likely, right there, boom, open, and you see it selects it, and now you submit. Then I will get a email telling me that it was submitted, and you'll get this confetti here. Great. Okay. So I hope that helps to explain how to submit files moving forward. I will not accept them in email form in this week. Okay, starting this week, since this video is now out here. So hopefully all my students will watch the video, and I'm sure, and I say this with humility and respect, I'll probably get 5 or 6 emails indicating, how do I do this? And then I'll point them to the video. Excuse me. All right. And so there you have it. I hope this video helps you. And again, stick, stand, and stay. And really take your time this week and read the chapter. I do think it has some valuable information. Again, most of us think about making profits from our business immediately, selling products. But how can we develop a social entrepreneurial endeavor, right? A social entrepreneurial endeavor, right? Thank you.